Greetings creeps, it is Cameron again and welcome back to my channel where I talk about books, movies, writing, and all things spooky. Today I am bringing you a review for the brand new horror slasher called Hellfest, directed by Gregory Plotkin and released by Lionsgate. The film takes place on Halloween night and it follows a group of friends who decide to go to this new traveling haunt called Hellfest. So these friends think they're going to go and have just a night full of scares, but little do they know that they're going to get some very real scares because there is a masked killer who is stalking them throughout the park and picking them off one by one. And that's it. That is the plot of the movie. It is just a straightforward, fun slasher flick. There really isn't much setting it apart other than the fact that we don't get very many slashers nowadays. Hellfest pretty much exists to pay homage to 80s horror slashers. And if you are a slasher fan like me, then that's all you really need, to be honest. However, there is one thing that Hellfest has that really sets it apart from other horror slashers from the 80s, and that is the setting. The fact that it takes place in Hellfest, this traveling haunt. Over the past couple of years, we've had quite a few films come out having to do with haunts. For instance, Haunters, The Art of the Scare, which is a documentary having to do with haunts and extreme haunts in particular. And then we have actual films having to do with haunted attractions like The Houses, October Built 1 and 2, Hell House LLC 1 and 2, not to mention some other documentaries about haunts such as Spookers and The American Scream. I love haunted houses, I love haunted attractions. So I tend to watch all of these movies that come out and I get very, very excited for them. But one thing those haunted attraction movies didn't have was a slasher. They weren't slashers, they mostly had to do with paranormal elements. Hellfest is a slasher, and I will say that Hellfest succeeds in that department. There are some really good kills, some very nice practical gore effects that worked very well. There was also a very gory nod to Lucio Fulci's Zombie, which was really cool and definitely gruesome, so that aspect was pretty satisfying. In terms of the masked killer, I do wish his mask would have been a little bit different. I didn't find his mask to be very scary or memorable. I don't think anyone is going to remember that mask down the road. So the killer himself is definitely not the star of the film. The star of the film is Hellfest, the traveling haunt. That is the reason to go see this movie. It is so cool. I wish this was a real thing. And I mean, I know you can go to Universal Horror Nights, or like here in Ohio we have Kings Island and they do their Halloween haunt every year, which is pretty similar, but Hellfest just looked crazy. There's just so much atmosphere and just monsters everywhere. If you guys think the lighting in my videos is cool, then go see Hellfest and you will be blown away. It is gorgeous and retro and neon, and it just looks awesome. And not only the lighting, but the detail that the filmmakers put into this haunt to make it seem like this other world is immaculate. There's just so much going on the screen, and with the sound mix as well. The sound mix was amazing. Like when they're going through these haunted houses and you hear all of these sounds all around you, it's as if you're in it. All of these things, the Hellfest itself, the sound mix, the colors, the way it was shot, the kills, it all makes it worth seeing. However, you should know going in that it is just a slasher. The acting is not good at all. Some of the acting is very over the top. The actors don't have any chemistry with each other. They can be very awkward. There were times where I felt like the actors were improvising and they just were not good at it at all. I don't feel like the actors really worked well with each other. It was just kind of a mess in that department, but it's a slasher, you know. I'm able to let go of all of that while watching a slasher and just have fun with it. If you go into the theater and you're able to look past all of that, then I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this movie. So there you go. That is my review of Hellfest. If you saw the film this weekend, definitely let me know down below in the comments what you thought. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later, creeps.